The 56-year-old Kentucky man is facing kidney failure and dialysis for the rest of his life. Why? What happened? Well, he had an unusual habit of drinking a gallon of iced tea a day. How did this happen? And other foods you ought to be concerned about that seem kind of benign. Here to explain, as always, our friend Dr. Marc Siegel. He's from the Fox Medical A-Team. Doctor, glad to see you this morning. You think of iced tea as one of the good guys. It's not bourbon, right? I mean, you think of it as something that can't hurt you, but it did.
Well, I think it is one of the good guys, but the problem is, and this is called black tea, it's got something in it called oxalate.
Right.
He had about 16 glasses a day of this.
Seems a lot.
It's too much. And it's a very rare case that he went into kidney failure. He had fatigue. He had muscle aches. He was nauseous. They didn't know what he had. He was drinking 16 glasses of this a day. The oxalate causes kidney stones. It solidifies in the kidneys. And if you have a tendency for kidney stones, or you have a family history of kidney stones, you got to look out for that.
You don't want them. They're painful. What else has oxalate in it that we don't know
that's
about?
what we're looking at this morning. What else is loaded with oxalate? Spinaches, rhubarb is.
Safe there.
Well, rhubarb is, I love those rhubarb pies.
Me too.
But you can't have 5 of them.
Once a year, yeah.
The nuts loaded with oxalate.
All nuts?
These particular tree nuts, peanuts, regular tree nuts, walnuts, they have a lot of oxalate.
So I eat a lot of those. How many nuts would you roughly have to eat a day?
You can have a handful of these, but you don't want to have a gallon of these. You don't want to be eating nuts the entire day.
Ooh,
and you see, here's a cup of nuts. You don't want to have like 10 of these. Okay, you can have one of these. It's okay.
I'm in trouble.
Whole wheat bran has it, and chocolate has it. Has this oxalate. Now,
all kinds of chocolate?
Especially dark chocolate.
So what can I eat? I feel...
You can eat all of the stuff here, but the key is in moderation. You don't want to eat a lot of it.
But let's say you're not a moderate person. What can I go crazy with?
Well, here's the good news, something that no one out there knows. Here's your personal chemistry experiment for you today, Tucker.
Okay.
If you're going to eat spinach, which has the oxalate, if you had kale, which has calcium in it, or milk that has calcium in it, or eggs that have calcium, or yogurt, you neutralize the effect. You know why?
Why?
The oxalate doesn't get absorbed. It binds with the calcium in your stomach and goes out of your intestines, out your GI tract. So you get the calcium together with the oxalate, and you never get the kidney stones.
So if you have nuts and cheese, cocktail party foods,
absolutely,
you're good to go.
You're neutralized. Nuts and cheese, neutralized. Milk and spinach, neutralized. I love kale, by the way. You said you hate kale. I love kale. I put kale together with my spinach in a salad. I'm not going to have the problem.
But brie and almonds those are the superfoods you're saying together.
For you.
Okay, that's the peanut butter and jelly of health. Thank you.
That's what you want. I'm going with the kale. Or a little yogurt, by the way. That Greek yogurt is excellent for you, and it has a ton of calcium in it. Again, the calcium plus the oxalate won't cause you a problem. The oxalate alone will.
That is news you can use. Doctor, it's great to see you this morning.
Great to see you.
Thank you.